Tape 15.
That's not good.
Robbie, give me the trank. Get a cow in the Metri paddock.
Yep.
Oh, this is not going to end well for anybody. Oh, we're going with Robbie's cam. I don't think that's a bird. Interesting. And then when he turns around. No? Okay. Good on you for not having it be a cheap, modern jump scare. I'm so sick of jump scares. They're startling, not scary. Filmmaking really devolved after the 2000s. Or during the 2000s. Robbie, what are you doing? He's letting himself get spooked. It's a monkey.
I fired a few blanks from the trank, remove the darts, and you get a high-pressure thud sound from the weapon. Scared the Metri feeding on the sauropod at the river away from the compromised fence. Robbie's released a cow, and yes, he informed me her name was Mildred. I'm using her to lure all 4 of our Metriacanthosaurs into their holding pen until that fence is mended. I've got one of the girls up here, but I'm not going to introduce the prey item just yet, because this girl right here has a very weird tendency that I want to avoid at a time like this. We call her Mary, and her weird tendency is dragging feed to a shaded corner in the paddock. Same spot every time. At first, we thought it was simply a preference, like a leopard will drag a kill up a tree to feed. Turns out, it was doing something called caching, saving food, planning ahead. That's not something you expect from an animal like this. Means it's thinking beyond the current moment.
Raptor.
And that's where it gets dangerous. You can predict hunger. You can't always predict intent, though.
He's ducking down in there.
Got some more interest in Bessie now. The prey scent is hopefully strong enough to lure all of them to the
That one seems cartoony. That one seems like... I know this isn't the case because he's finished all these long after I started watching them. But it almost feels like, here's one for handholdy Eric that never spots any of the raptors. I'll be honest with you, I first started this series, I wasn't really looking for the raptors, but then in my comment section, somebody kept pointing out the raptors, and now I do actively look for them as we go along. But that one just seemed goofy and in your face. How did Robert miss that one?
Fence and move them away from the fence on the river. She's a little confused since we don't normally bring prey in between the paddock and the handler's corridor. They are normally fed in their holding pen. That's what they've been conditioned to expect. So this is a little abnormal to them. Herding them into their pen is the only thing I could think of in a pinch while we sort out this fence breach. She's locked.
This is also a species I am completely unfamiliar with. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if I've ever really seen this one. When it comes to these kinds, usually when I see that little horn above the eye, I think Allosaurus. Of course, you have to remember that the Jurassic franchise has always had a very particular build and design for their dinosaurs, which has never really been internally consistent either, which is a problem for people like me who are stickler about that kind of thing. But depending on the toy company, depending on the artwork that's being presented, these animals can look vastly different across the board. So
Onto the scent, but isn't entirely sure how to approach her prey. She's looking for guidance from Mary. Good thing about the Metriacanthosaurus is, despite their unnerving predatory formidability, they are relatively good in terms of learning, as far as a bird or reptile can learn, that is. Now, I'm not talking about an African grey parrot level of learning, but since they've only ever been conditioned to expect prey when it's in their holding pen, I'm kind of exploiting that fact and in some ways reverse engineering their understanding. Where you would teach a pet cat to associate its bowl with eating, with repetition the cat will learn that his bowl means food and anticipate feeding in the presence of said bowl. What I'm doing here is presenting the food, making sure the cow's scent is spread, then asking the Metries to go to their holding pen in anticipation of feeding. A reverse association. Thankfully, conditioning is effective. So sorry to wake you, girl. Okay, that's 3. One more, the one from the river. She's definitely taking her sweet time. The last Metri is the youngest, and what that normally means in terms of behavioral consistency is she is the most unruly. One positive about her is her olfactory senses should be the strongest of the group, so I know that she's aware of the cow. Here we go. Finally got eyes on her.
If she's been eating a falling apatosaur, she's not going to come running for feeding time.
Or perhaps it's more accurate to say that she's got eyes on me. This is a great example of the unruly...
Oh, that you spot? You missed the glaring, obvious, loud brown against a green background raptor, but her you spot?
...behavior of young animals. She's insisting on predation because her conditioning is still somewhat flexible in her understanding, not as rigid.
I will say, my only glaring, plot hole in this series is the fact that he is a storied veteran game warden. He spent so much time out on the savannah, and he spent so much time in nature. Shouldn't he be able to spot predators here and there?
As the adults. Oh wow, that's not something you see every day. Christ. Now here's something all mothers are intimately familiar with. This is teething in a young dinosaur. At her age, she'll chew on just about anything she can get her jaws around. New teeth coming through, old edges wearing down, gums get irritated. So they work them against branches, fallen logs, anything with resistance. Gnawing helps seat the teeth properly, keeps the bite aligned.
Muldoon, you reading me?
Go ahead, Regis.
Just, checking in. How are you holding up after the substation incident?
I'm operational.
Right. Well, we haven't seen much of you in control lately.
I've been in the field.
Yes, I gathered that.
Robert, good to hear your voice.
John?
I'll get to it then. I've been asked to handle the consequences of what happened.
Go on.
The animal, Raptor, has been transferred to Isla Sorna. As for the body, we've got an identification. Crewman of the NB, the supply ship between Nublar and Punta Arenas on the mainland.
How did he get into the substation?
We still don't know that part. We searched the vessel, every compartment, every container, nothing out of place.
Another dead end.
We were quite thorough, Muldoon.
Not thorough enough.
Gentlemen.
John, I'm just trying to establish...
I know what you're trying to do, Ed. Robert, listen to me.
I'm listening.
What happened here, these incidents, they're unfortunate, yes, of course, but not unexpected in a venture of this magnitude.
Several people are dead.
And that will be handled properly and respectfully, but we cannot allow setbacks to define the entire enterprise.
This wasn't a setback, John. It was a breach.
Which is exactly why we need to control the narrative going forward.
Narrative won't fix the system, Ed.
The system will be refined. That's the point of all this. Catching the glitches to implement improvements.
Improvements come after you understand the failure, John.
And we're working on that, Muldoon. We're taking this seriously. We've flagged the incident. Computer systems are being reviewed.
Robert, I don't want you dwelling on this.
With respect, John, I don't have that luxury.
Your focus should be forward, making this park the best it can be.
That requires knowing exactly what we're dealing with.
We're containing it, Muldoon, as best as we can. We're a skeleton crew at the moment, but InGen has been notified and is investigating.
So we proceed. Let's get back to schedule. Schedule.
Aye, aye, Captain. Is there anything else? Because I have some work to do.
No, Muldoon. Just wanted to check up on you and keep you informed.
Robert, let me leave you with something for you to ponder. Creation is an act of sheer will. Take care.
Will doesn't stop them getting out. Procedure does.
So sorry I'm late, Muldoon. I got caught up with a baby carnotaur that nipped a hatchery assistant.
That's fine, Tony.
You wanted to see the raptors here. I'm heading up the access stairs now. Catwalk gives the best view over the enclosure.
How many have you gotten there?
9 in total, 3 males, 6 females. Stable hierarchy for now.
I'm curious to see a male, Tony.
You'll notice the difference immediately. They're sexually dimorphic. Males are more flamboyant. We call it the peacock effect. Brighter patterning, more contrast along the flanks and tail.
Display animals, then.
Exactly. Visual signaling, courtship, dominance, the works. We might have picked the worst day for this. Storms rolling in from the east. Skies darkening. Pressure drop like this usually shifts their behavior.
In what way?
Less roaming, more clustering, sometimes heightened vocalization, depends on the group.
I would love to just sit and listen to the raptors communicate with one another.
You seeing any of them?
Not yet. Dense cover down there. They use the tree line to stay out of sight. Very deliberate about it. I'll move around to open up a better angle for you.
Tony, the raptor we sent over last week from the electrical substation incident.
Yes, I saw the intake report.
What did you make of it?
We examined it on arrival, female. No anomalies beyond the electrical burns, of course.
It looked exactly like one of ours.
That's because it is. Genetically speaking, same line. Still nothing in view. They're keeping low today.
Tony, What do you know about their swimming abilities?
Swimming?
Long-distance swimming.
They're competent swimmers, sure. But long distance, we haven't really observed or tested for that.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, I'd say limited. They're not built for endurance in open water.
You're certain?
Reasonably certain. Why are you asking?
Just covering possibilities.
Possibilities of what?
You're confident they can't get out of that enclosure?
Here? Yes. Barriers are intact, terrain's controlled, they're definitely contained.
We could use some of that here, that's for sure.
They're contained for now.
There's a viewing window at ground level, might get lucky there.
Ooh, here we go. I'm excited to see one of the orange tiger pattern ones.
Anything?
Yes, there. Finally. That's a male.
God, how did you spot that?
Look at the tiger pattern. Much more pronounced than the female. A female's approaching.
Is he courting her?
Yep, courtship display. His name is Evo. He's the alpha of the pack. See the posture? Head low, tail elevated. There's a lot of bowing motions involved. He's presenting his colors.
Showing off.
Precisely. He'll circle her, exaggerate his markings. It's about visibility, contrast, motion, signaling his fitness, visually and through scent.
Just like birds, and she decides.
Entirely. If she's receptive, she'll mirror certain movements and what looks like nuzzling, but it's sniffing their compatibility.
Intelligent behavior.
Highly intelligent. This isn't random instinct. There's sequencing, response, adaptation.
Coordination.
Yes. Watch, he's adjusting based on her position. He remains lateral to her to display his colors. You can see that olfactory stimulation plays a big role.
Remarkable.
People expect monsters. What they get is something far more complex.
That's what
Animals.
concerns me. Keep me updated if you discover anything new with the transferred raptor.
Will do.
Thanks for your time, Tony.
No problem, Muldoon. Oh, and happy Halloween for tomorrow.
Where are we? What are you eating? Did it trank one of them?
I heard them roaring. Found one injured on the ground.
Oh my God. Christ, they've killed her.
Oh my God. They're eating her.
They cannibalized one of their own?
Where's the youngster? I didn't realize they were cannibals.
I think the youngster might be in charge of this whole shebang now. What a twist! That was good. That was good.